We got clams. We got shrimp. We got cod. All in a wonderful wine sauce. This is a great appetizer. It's sweet. It's spicy. Every day cooking, Dad. Cooking every day. All right. Here's our ingredients. We got clams, ginger. We got our shrimp. We saved our shells from our shrimp. We got our pepper. We got cod. We got wine. Everything will be down below if you want particular measurements. But let's get started. We're going to go in with our cooking wine. It's about 3 tablespoons or so. One of my coworkers, Grantley, he asked me, he said, hey, why don't you just do videos? You're always talking about your food. I said, you know what? You're the second or third person to tell me that. And we're going with some 1 cup of wine. So I said, hey, Grantley, what's one of the things you like? What's the meal you like? He said, Mr. Chow's Drunken Fish. And we're going with some ginger. It's about 1 tablespoon or so. And so this is what I'm coming up with. I couldn't find a copycat recipe to save my life. So I'm throwing bits and pieces of different things that I've seen online. So let's see if this comes close. All right, so we're going to extract as much flavor as we can out of these shells, the shells for the shrimp. Guys, there's a lot of flavor. I have these frozen in the freezer. You ever want to have a shrimp sauce or something that tastes like shrimp? There you go. Don't throw that stuff away. All right, in we go with our fish sauce. 2 tablespoons. So in we go with some more mirin. Guys, these are a lot of this stuff I got right out of the supermarket, these ingredients. But, you know, go to your Asian market. They got a lot of good things in there. So we're going with 1, 2, 3 shakes of mirin. All right, we're going to give that a little stir. So we got our Shaoxing wine. We got 1 cup of wine. We got fish sauce and we got mirin. So we let that go probably about 5 minutes till it reduced, you know, cooked some of that alcohol out of it. And now let's strain this off. I'm using a chinois. It's a fine mesh strainer. But just use what you got. Or you can just try to pick the shells out. Let's get all our goodness out of there. Get it all. All right, so this is our base. And now we're going to further add some more flavors by cooking our clams down inside our sauce. And we're just going to wait for these things to open up, because we don't want to overcook our clams, because we are going to kind of cook them in the sauce a little bit. So once they start popping open, it's just one stubborn one. Let's flip that baby over. All right, go ahead. Let's get this one to open up. There it goes. All right, so our clams are done. Let's take these off the heat immediately. So we're moving on to our fish and shrimp. We got cod and shrimp. And we're using Kinder's salt, pepper, garlic. I'm using this one because it's a little bit thicker. The garlic is thicker. You know, everything is a larger cut of seasoning. So we butterflied our shrimp. We're only using 4. Don't forget, this is an appetizer. I guess you can make it into a meal if you like. So now we're going to go ahead and give everything a nice little cook in some avocado oil. Now you got to use a non-stick pan. So we're going presentation side down because we don't want it to stick. So a non-stick pan. And trust me, I've done this recipe about 3 times now. And I've had it stick one of those times. So in with our shrimp. Now we're just gonna cook this shrimp to almost done, because we're gonna actually put this in the sauce, so it's gonna cook a little bit more. So after about 3 minutes and some time, this is what we got. We're gonna cook the rest of that fish, the cod, you know, on the other side. All right, so we flipped our shrimp, and we're not gonna go much longer because don't forget, now we're gonna be putting this in the sauce, and we're gonna warm the sauce up. So we got our clams in our sauce, and we're going in with the shrimp. And that pan is still slightly warm. All right, so we're gonna finish off this cod, probably about another 6 minutes or so on that side. All right, so now we're going in with our chili peppers. I grew those myself in the backyard. And in with about a teaspoon of sugar. So we got our sweet and we got our spicy. And you see how we're getting little bits of that garlic from the Kinder's salt, pepper, garlic? That's exactly what I was looking for. So we're gonna bring that up to a boil, and we're gonna add our slurry to thicken this up a little bit. So we want a slightly sticky sauce. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a stir and get this to where it's a little tacky. Not a gravy, nothing like that, just a little tacky. So when you go to pick it up, it sticks to the food. All right, so that's done. We're gonna let that go another minute or so, and now it's time to plate. All right, now it's time for our flyover. Guys, look at that shrimp. And clams. You know, that cod is nice and flaky. You know, that sauce is spicy, but sweet at the same time. It kind of just sticks to everything. Guys, this is a wonderful appetizer. Definitely could be a meal. But give this one a try. This one's different. Every day cooking, Dad, cooking every single day.